Week 1 for Act 2 of Echoes has released today. The Guardian follows the path of the Conductor as Radiolaria is being drained to the center of Nessus. House of Dusk and Shadow Legion enemies stand in our way against a new Vex, all vying for the power of the Echo within. Saint continues to struggle with himself as a simulation and has an argument with Osiris. Let's discuss this week's story. We first begin by talking to Ikora. She brings up some interesting points about the Echo in a new cutscene. We know it came from the Traveler and remnants of the Witness, memories of species all contained in this new form. Like the Veil and the Traveler made the Pale Heart, a physical space out of memory, the Echo is quite similar. Memories from darkness shaped into an Echo, an artifact of power thanks to the Traveler's terraformation capabilities. So again, literally light and dark combined to make this thing. On Nessus, the Conductor is after the power and begins to compel certain characters, like Saint in the previous act and like the entire Vex collective here.
There was no predicting what would come next. But this is what we know. When the Witness fell, the Black Fleet's eons of salvation and death surged. Its darkness merged with the Traveler's light, formed first into memory, and then into shape. This impossible object, this echo of the fleet's victims, holds immense power, and it was left for anyone to find. The Echo grants the ability to compel, to control, to command. And with it, the Conductor has the potential to turn their threat into our annihilation. Genocide. Thousands of civilizations across the universe, all visited by the Black Fleet, all lost to the violence of the final shape. That's where this Echo comes from. At least, that's our theory. Reports from the Pale Heart, readings on the valence emanating from the Traveler. Everything we faced when we stared down the Witness and broke its fleet. At first, we didn't know what to call them, but echoes seemed apt. Memories from the victims of the pyramids, held by the darkness, then coalesced by the light into artifacts as sharp and fatal as their pain. If darkness is memory and light is form, what else could they be? But there's still so much we don't know. Is this the only one? What forgotten people gave form to this Echo? What was their final cry at their end? For control? A means to turn back their oppressors? My Hidden will keep searching for whatever answers the Witness's death can give us. Hopefully they number more than the questions it left behind. But we need to stop the Conductor and secure the Echo. Guardian, descend into Nessus. Massive amounts of Radiolaria have been diverted beneath the planet's crust. We need to find out what the Vex are building there.
Leaving off from Act 1, our search leads us to the center of Nessus. In 2 new battlegrounds, we continue the story. Radiolaria is being diverted to the center of Nessus for some reason. In the first battleground, Delve, the Fallen are after the Echo as we begin our descent. House of Dusk seem to be rallying in the wake of the Witness's defeat. There are some new lore cards centered around this that we'll break down in another video. We kill the Dusk leader and the Vex Hydra they captured and open the way.
Captain, as you can see, the Vex have drained the Radiolarian lake located in this sector.
We suspect it is at the Conductor's instruction, but we do not know the reason why.
There is a 99.9 repeating % chance that the reason is nefarious in nature. Please investigate.
House Dusk is scrambling to retrieve Vex intel. Put a stop to it.
We can only assume the Fallen here are searching for the Echo for themselves.
It doesn't take a Vex simulation to know that would be really bad.
If they secure it, it will be as disastrous as the Conductor. We cannot allow their interference to persist. The Fallen have captured the Vex Hydra. Remove them both, Guardians. The Vex block our path. They're aware of our intentions. Wherever the Radiolaria leads will tell us what we need to know about the Conductor. We must delve further into Nessus. Failsafe.
The data contained in that Hydra will allow me to extract the authorization codes required to progress further into Nessus.
In Battleground 2 Conduit, we make our way through caverns that were once full of Vex Radiolaria, now desolate. This time, the Shadow Legion are interested in what's down here. Now there is an interesting note about Scions and Vex tech. We know the Scions have a big history of interactions with the Vex, think back to Kargan, and even before that, Atzat, so maybe this is a hint. We kill the Minotaur controlling the flow of Radiolaria, but can't go any further currently, likely an adventure for next week.
The Shadow Legion are an unnecessary complication. Cabal Scions have always had a keen interest in Vex technology, and the Echo is a strong incentive.
We crushed them on Neptune. We crushed them here.
Whatever it takes to keep the Echo out of their hands.
Look at all this Radiolaria. It fills the planet like a water balloon. What does the Conductor want with it? If the Conductor can control the flow of Radiolaria here, it means they can control the Vex on Nessus.
Spreading it throughout the system would mean the Conductor could bring more collectives under their yoke.
That Minotaur controls the flow of Radiolaria. Crush it! The Radiolaria is flowing, but we cannot follow it further.
We need a plan. Following it blindly will take precious time. There has to be a faster way.
The Radiolaria here may contain abnormalities compared to the samples I have collected over my centuries of isolation. I've had a long time to study this stuff. Bring some back, and I'll figure out what to do.
Failsafe, you need to know. If we succeed, it'll be because of your hard work here.
That is kind of you to say. However, if we fail, I abdicate all responsibility and will strike my involvement from our records. See you back at the helm, Captain.
Back at the helm, Saint continues to struggle with his simulation self and what the Conductor told him.
Guardian, I hear that you are hard at work on Nessus, following the Echo and the Conductor. I know you do this in part for me, but I do not know if I am worth the trouble. I was pulled through Nessus like a toy on a string. The Conductor's words still echo in my mind. A copy of a copy of a copy. Osiris pushed through time to find his Saint 14. He said he was careful, but he reached blindly, and he pulled out only me. And now, I live a life that does not belong to me. I am something left over from a broken timeline. A remainder. The Conductor whispered I should be thrown away. A solution as simple as correcting an error. And maybe that would... I do not know what to think anymore.
You're only doing this to hurt yourself, and I will not be a part of it.
Osiris, answer the question. I need to know.
It doesn't matter. Not like this.
It matters to me. Please. How did I first tell you that I loved you?
Saint. You had asked me for something, some tactical report. I gave it to you, and you thanked me, and you said that you loved me. You said it as if you had already said it 1,000 times before. I was not ready to say it in return, but it was not long until I was.
That is not... I do not remember it this way. That is not what happened in my simulation. We were together in the tower, overlooking the city, talking about something small. And I said what I felt in that moment. And my Osiris did not hesitate to say the same.
Your Osiris? Saint, you love me. It doesn't matter how it or where that began, not in such fine detail. Saint!
The lore entry for this week is titled M-Sun 12 and seems to dive into the Conductor and Maya Sundaresh's backstory, or this copy inside the Vex network. I'm already working on another video on this subject. Anyway, Guardians, there's a week 1 recap for Act 2 of Echoes. If you'd like to see some more Destiny lore and mysteries just like this video, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.